And then the last one I'll do is using the actual tailor tag punches, these, just so you can see how they kind of can build up on a card. I might actually just show you how you can do it both ways, so you can see what it looks like portrait and what it looks like in landscape as well. So very, very easy card to build up with. Oh, I've got some ink on that. Hold on. Oh dear. Okay, well, we'll start with this one anyway. So with the card in portrait style, basically you can come in and start building up with these punches. So I am probably just going to kind of start gluing and then building up from there. So I'm going to start by coming in with half of a punch. So that's just, and again, you could do this with the hexagons, you could do it with triangles. So I'm going to just start with this and come in and layer half down, like so. Okay, and then I'll come in with this one and match it up. So kind of like so, leaving a small gap. Okay, like that. And then let me just see what different colours I've got. I've got that one, that one, that one. Well, maybe there's a different colour blue. And then, so this one, Daisy, actually I've got a very dark one, I might use that. Use it. And I must post, because I did see one that made a card that was like, what do you call it, an optical illusion sort of style with this punch, which if you kind of use the right colours, you can get that sort of style. So you don't really need a lot of these to create a nice card. It just builds up a nice kind of border on a card for you, like this. So it's just kind of creating, and I can just let me trim that. And trim that. So, I mean, I could actually leave it there, but let me just see if I come down the bottom here, and then I might like fill up the bottom and just do the sentiment across the top. So if I have it here, like so. And then I still probably would have, I mean, you probably would have just a tiny smidge of one just coming through there, like just the tiniest bit, but it would be there. So let me just glue a tiny smidge there, and I'll trim that whenever it's dry, because if I trim it now, it will probably fall off. So I'll just leave that for a second. And then I would have, let me just see what other colours I've got. Got that light one. Yeah, light one there. And I'm going to have to fill the space above as well, that little tiny space. So just pop that one down, like so. So you can kind of, as I say, create this sort of border across your card, like so. So is that going to let me trim it now without falling off? Perfect. And I'll still have to come into this little space as well and do a colour. Just see where my punch is, and let's just look, just trying to see what colours I've got in front of me that are the same as that. I got that one. Just muttering to myself here. Okay, I'll maybe do that one. So I shall just cut a little bit, oops daisy, off and just glue that in place. Oops daisy, can glue all of my fingers. I'm covered in gluing today. So like that. Okay, so I could stamp a sentiment at the top or at the bottom. So, or I could even have it so that it's like, you know, this where I'm layering up the actual shape. So you can even, if I cut one of these in half, I'll show you, you can actually get a frame around one of these by cutting it in half. So if I cut that in half and then just stick a little bit of glue on the back of this, just to show you what I mean. Then what you can do is you can actually have a frame around it, like so. So you can have it like framed. So then I could have that down the bottom like that, or up at the top, just to show you that you can frame it. Okay, but I do actually want to just stamp straight on to the card, so I'm gonna just hopefully be able to turn that. Perfect. And so it doesn't get stuck on anything. So I shall get my happy birthday and just stamp it. And then I'm just going to come in and stamp. Okay, like that. And then I could layer that. As you can imagine, I've got my big mountain to the right of me. Layer that onto a card. And I don't have a glue. I do have a glue, 2 seconds to grab the glue. I think I have, yeah, I've got a glue card base there. So just to show you what that would look like, I'm just going to cut that down now. Okay, and I'll just layer that. Like so. And pop that on the card base. Okay, and that again is that done. And then if I wanted to, I could stick some of those like black dots that I used earlier on there. I think I do have some blue enamel dots, so I'll leave that, but I'll just pop some little enamel dots on there just to finish it off, to be fair, because I do think it's nice, even on a man's card, to just put a little bit of embellishment on there. So so yeah, that's actually using the actual punch in its entirety, and as I say, you can have it so that it's framed as well if you're using it to put it as a background on a sentiment.